Salt Lake City, AP. Donovan Mitchell made 6 3-pointers on his way to 26 points, and the Utah Jazz used a 21.0 seconds half run to power past the Atlanta Hawks 116.92 on Friday night. Bojan Bogdanovic scored 17 points, Rudy Gobert had 15 points and 13 rebounds, and Jordan Clarkson scored all 16 of his points in the second half to boost the Jazz to their 4th straight win. Trae Young was held to 4 points on 1-4-11 shooting with 7 assists as the Hawks dropped their 5th game in the last 6. That scoring total was tied for Young's lowest since entering the NBA, matching November 13, 2018, against Golden State. Young has shot less than 36% overall and 25% on threes over the last 7 games. Cam Reddish scored 20, and Clint Capella had 16 points and 11 rebounds for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter's jumper trimmed Utah's lead to 82.74 late in the third quarter, but the Jazz went on a 21.0 run to break the game open over the next 4.42. Clarkson's 7 consecutive points and Georges Niang's 3-pointer staked Utah to its largest lead of the game at 103.74. Capella scored 6 straight points to cap an 11.0 spurt to start the second half that drew the Hawks to 61.57 after a 15-point halftime deficit, but they never got closer. The Jazz pressured Young from the opening tip and occasionally trapped him to get the ball out of his hands. Young didn't score until midway through the second quarter, and the Hawks struggled to find a rhythm as Utah jumped to an 18.4 lead. Utah lives by the 3 this season more than ever and saw its margin ebb and flow depending on its accuracy beyond the arc. 2 of Utah's franchise record high games with 3-pointers made have come in the last 4 outings, and the Jazz hit 20 of them for the 3rd time in 4 games. On the other side, Atlanta made its first 3 with 4.34 left until halftime. The Hawks finished 5 for 28 from long range. Utah, which allows 1,500 fans in person, hadn't played at home since beating the Los Angeles Clippers on New Year's Day, but gave the crowd plenty of long-range fireworks. Both teams had an unexpected day off Wednesday because of virus protocols. The Hawks' matchup with Phoenix was postponed, and the Jazz ended their scheduled 7-game road trip 1 day early because Washington didn't have the minimum of 8 available players. Utah went 4-2 on the trip. INS Hawks. Onyeka Okongwu, the number 6 pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, made his professional debut after several weeks with left foot inflammation. He had 4 points in a highlight reel follow jam. Several times Atlanta coach Lloyd Pierce threw his arms in the air and dropped his head in disgust as the Jazz had a bevy of wide open looks from 3-point range as the Hawks' defense was often scrambled. Chris Dunn, Danilo Gallinari and Bojan Bogdanovic all missed the game with injuries. Jazz, Joe Ingles, who had the league's longest active streak of consecutive games played, missed his 3rd game in the last 4 because of Achilles soreness. Mitchell set a team record for consecutive games with at least 2 threes, now sitting at 16. Gobert is riding a 7-game streak with double-digit rebounds. Up next, the Hawks play at Portland on Saturday night. The Jazz visit the Denver Nuggets on Sunday night. More AP NBA, https://appnews.com NBA and https://twitter.com AP Sports.